So here we are on the cusp of Yom Kippur, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar year. And a lot of thoughts are swirling around our heads. Here's one thought which may help put you in the right frame of mind for this mega awesome day. True story with a great lesson. So there was a family in the Upper West Side that had a beautiful apartment on one of the higher floors. And one day they come home and they see there's police cars and security and all kinds of strange stuff going on around their apartment. So they go over to the guy and they say to him, "Sir, do you have any idea what's going on here?" He goes, "Yeah, I live in this building and my dad is the king of Morocco and he's coming for a visit." The guy says, "Wow, that's really cool. I didn't realize that I have a prince living in my apartment building." And the prince was a sweet guy and he says, "Yes, I'm your neighbor. Would you like to meet the king?" And this guy's like, "Okay, yeah, I would love to. And is it okay if I bring my son? Because I'm sure my 13-year-old son will be so intrigued to meet a real live monarch." The guy says, "Sure, no problem. Come upstairs in a half hour and you'll meet my dad." Sure enough, a half hour later, this father, this Jewish guy from the West Side, and his 13-year-old son knock on the door. The prince invites them in, and they get to meet the king, and they sit and they chat, and the king was very impressed by the 13-year-old boy. And the boy shared with the king that he just had his bar mitzvah, and that's how we celebrate manhood in Judaism. The king was fascinated with them and wished them all the best. They wished him all the best, and that was the end of the story. Or so they thought. And then the next day they came home, and there was a letter in their mailbox from the king of Morocco with his royal emblem on the envelope. And they opened it up, and there was a small note, and the king said, "To my young Jewish friend, congratulations on your bar mitzvah." And there was a $50,000 check, a gift. They couldn't believe it. The father said to his son, "There's no way in the world that you're keeping this $50,000. The king doesn't realize you don't give $50,000 checks for bar mitzvah gifts. You give $180, $18, $36, $54. So they went up to the king, who was still there, and they said, "Listen, thank you so much, but it's not the given to give a $50,000 check. You didn't have to." And he goes, "Listen, I very much understand. I'm sure that the bar mitzvah boy deserves to get an $18, $36, $54, $180, $360. He says, "But that's what a regular person gives. This $50,000 is because it's coming from the king." Well, the king gives a gift. He's got to give a gift that's fitting, a gift that's prestigious, a gift that's honorable. My young man, my young Jewish friend, keep the $50,000. True story with an incredible lesson. This Yom Kippur will stand before God, and we look at ourselves and we're like that bar mitzvah boy. Do we really merit something substantial? A year of amazing success, of awesome health, of tremendous spiritual growth? Not sure. But we have to understand that it's Avinu Malkeinu. It's our Father who is also a king in heaven. And when he gives according to the standards of royalty, of monarchs. So asking for a lot, well, maybe is not such a tough thing, because the king has an unlimited treasury, and he gives honorably, he gives royally, he gives prestigiously. That's my hope, and that's my wish, and that's my prayer, that each and every one of us understand that the king has an infinite storehouse, and that he gives according to his level of honor and prestige, and all we have to do is ask. May God fulfill all our prayers, and God make all our dreams come true. Have an easy and a meaningful fast.